is Yim, and you're tuning into Cool Story Bro. This podcast is brought to you by Showroom Skate, a one-stop shop for all things related to skate. Link in the description below. Come back to an episode of Cool Story Bro. Today we have the hosts,
The cool guys, I'm saying.
The horses.
the hosts from the other podcasts. Sneakernomics, Julian Leong,
What's up?
Isaac Yip from the Threads,
What's good?
Benjamin Teo from the Threads.
From everywhere, man. I'm saying.
Literally, we have to recycle each other now.
Nam Sing.
Kind of hard to get guests nowadays.
Yeah.
So we don't usually do this. Usually people suggest who they want to hear from, but then somebody suggested that we should talk about the drunk driving issue in Malaysia, which is a very big issue.
Yeah.
So I just googled I googled drunk driving Malaysia. There's like 3 different like articles
Cases.
of
Yes.
3 different incidents that happened
Yeah.
recently, like last week. So the first one that I saw is basically the food panda one.
Yeah, wow, that was sad, man,
Yeah, man.
dude.
Is this the one that
They dragged
They
the
dragged the car.
the motor one, bro. Wow,
Yeah.
that one quite tragic, man.
and the guy is like really like shameless lah. He some point middle finger to the camera, right? I remember. Like there was a footage of a guy filming him, and then as he was dragging, I think the guy is also trying to horn him and tell him like, "Hey, dude, there's a motorbike that you're dragging, bro."
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, and he point middle finger.
But he's drunk, right?
I think he's
Yeah,
drunk.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's drunk,
he's
so-
definitely drunk.
He's 21 years old, right?
God
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, he's
he
21
works
years old.
in a car accessory shop. Also, so
That is literally the Puchong Abeng stereotype. lah.
Shout out Puchong people though, to be honest.
So Puchong
Yeah,
Abeng
this one
example.
Puchong Abeng
Puchong
also.
Abeng isn't.
But I don't drink and drive, man.
Oh, you wearing
Don't drink
condom on
and
your head, way.
drive. Yeah, it's like
But yeah, man, like seriously, like on a more serious note, like why do you reckon that? No, regardless of this being a problem since the day car existed and alcohol, came into the mix, right?
merged.
yeah.
It's still happening, man. People know that drunk driving is bad.
Yeah.
Are you? I mean, I don't drink.
Okay.
You drink?
Occasionally.
Do you have ever driven home drunk?
No. I know I cannot.
You?
I admit I have driven home on under influence, but not to the point
Sober
where
lah. You're not drunk.
No,
lah.
I'm not. I won't say I'm sober, but neither am I drunk, lah. Let's
Okay,
just
lah. I
put it
mean,
this way.
regardless of that, generally we don't condone anybody to drive.
Yes,
even
yes,
though-
definitely. don't,
Neither
man.
do I too. But I think those days were the time when before like ride sharing services were around.
Yes, before Grab and all
before
right.
Grab
You
and
had
all.
no choice.
Well, then
Yeah.
you must be damn old, lah, is it?
I'm not that old, lah. But I mean, like I started young, lah.
40 years old?
Julian is a man of a party lah. He parties a lot, and
Oh,
so
what's
you,
up, man?
So you, I know you can get like fucked up and like quite crazy when you drink lah. So
Yeah, I can. But
you-
I also can drive.
but you usually still drive.
Yeah.
Blackout drunk, you drive home.
Bro, if I black out, I cannot even go to my car, bro.
That's true lah.
But
that's true.
as long if I can see and I can still walk, I can drive home.
but that's the thing. Why would you want to drive home? You know you cannot.
Yeah, okay, so I can take Grab, right? But the thing is, when you really think about it, the next day, right, you have to go and
Take your
grab
car.
back there to take your car. you know?
But that's the consequences you have to pay, what? If you want to drink.
yeah, but if I'm confident enough to drive back,
That's the thing.
then I will drive.
That's the thing that fuck up everyone,
Yeah.
man. This
Hey,
is the
but
confidence,
no
bro.
one get fucked up because of me driving. lah.
No, yeah,
Of
that's
course,
the thing.
of course.
Everybody
Of course,
starts
definitely.
with, I've done this before.
Yeah, I'm
I've never got into
confident.
trouble.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
mean-
day you get into trouble. That's when you probably will stop doing it lah.
It's just
Yeah.
like drive smartly lah. Don't so high.
It's
go
very
and,
It's
subjective,
very hard one, bro.
man.
It's like
I
because
mean, then you all suck lah. Then
no, bro, it's not that. So what? If you are the perfect driver, but the people around you are not perfect drivers, it's a problem lah. You get me? No?
Yeah, who to blame?
Oh, but no. Okay, so usually if I'm pretty tipsy, right? Yeah, if I drive back, right? Usually I am more cautious of my surrounding one
Okay.
compared to when I drive sober. Because sober, right? You roughly know like you can agak already,
Yeah.
so you go. But when I'm like tipsy, right? I will make sure I turn left, turn right, make sure no car around me one. If got one car come near me, I'll straight move away one. Yeah. I'm more cautious when I drive tipsy. Yeah. Under influence.
That is something lah. I have to say that is
Because
something.
you're a bit paranoid, right?
Yeah,
Because the higher chance you have a higher chance of dying if you drive under influence, right?
Definitely.
So for me, like I'm quite scared of death, right? So the thing is, when I drive back also, right, I am scared, So that kind of kicks out the influence. Like it doesn't work because I know I have to drive for my life instead of driving just for the sake of getting to a destination, lah.
But I think we have to say this lah.
But not a good example, lah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're-
not a good example.
Yeah, not a good example, but
And-
man's got to do what you got to do, man.
I mean, I get it
Yeah.
lah. Like you say, like a lot of people leave their car, and then the thought of having to come back the next day to collect your car is a tedious thing lah. So
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
generally
Yeah.
that's why most people, I think that's why they drive home regardless of whether they are.
Or worst case scenario, just carpool your friends. That in your bunch of friends, just make sure that guy that's in charge of driving.
Oh, hey, okay. Another thing. So I'm usually the DD, man. DD stands for designated driver.
But are you you drink lah?
No.
You drink.
So the thing is that if I usually go with my friends, they will see my car. I have probably like max 2 or 3 cups, but because my tolerance
Of what?
is not bad.
Whiskey or beer? There's there's a difference here.
Hard liquor,
Hard liquor
or
Hard liquor lah. This fella got play beer one.
I mean, slow lah. You just pace yourself. But because I'm always the DD, right? I know I have to drive back like another 4 or 3 person in my car, right? So I know that's when I always volunteer to be the DD because I don't want to get drunk. Yeah.
Okay,
So
fair.
it will automatically like make me be conscious lah. Like, I got my friend's life in my hands. So I can drink, but just pace out lah, so that I don't get too and stuff. Yeah.
But I think like drunk driving in Malaysia, I think a big part of it has to do with the fact that all of us here drives a lot.
Yes.
I feel like that's one of the reasons why a lot of us don't find the need to be more conscious about drunk driving. Because we drive a lot in general, especially like how to say, we are always in a situation where we are the only person driving in that car. So like I think a lot of people's train of thought is like Julian like that. It's like, okay lah, I'm already out already. I'm already here. I drink already. Okay lah, I just drive back home. It's my car and everything. I already drive around. Everyone already has that habit.
Yeah.
While I think overseas, I think people don't really have the habit of driving one person inside the car.
Because the public transport is
yeah,
good.
yeah, public
Ours
transport is good.
Like, what?
And they're used to that whole ride sharing taxi, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
For us, I think it's not a common thing. That's,
but
that's
if-
why like we tend to do that lah. I feel.
It's true, but at the same time, like, do you reckon our laws are a bit lenient when it comes to things like that?
Definitely
it's lenient
lah.
depending on race and also depending on what.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
absolutely true,
to be
yes.
honest, I think a big part of it has. I mean, obviously, we won't try to be political here, lah. But a big part of it is have to do with our laws quite lenient. I've got a friend. I've got a friend.
Because if in US, right, if you drive under influence of alcohol, right, it's like they can send you to jail, bro.
Yeah.
Like just for speeding, also they can send you to jail already. Here it's like speeding, we pay a fine, you don't even go to court.
But if you get caught drunk driving and let's say lah, you didn't manage to pay it off and stuff like that, you will still also end up to jail also.
Yeah.
You end up
you're
at
still-
lockup. You end up at lockup and
At
someone has
least
to
lockup,
bail
Yeah,
you.
but there is only a bail, you know. Like over in US, all I think is like they should suspend your license or they give you like they suspend
That
your
should be the
license.
way, man.
Huh?
That should be the way.
That should be the way because
That should be
that's
the
why
way.
people there are a bit more and then the cops there are damn active one. You go on a highway, you speed also they will like somehow some magical cop will come out of nowhere one.
Yeah.
Like
I
here it's
mean-
like
But ours is like, I think you go to lockup, then you immediately the next day you go to the court. If that's why they a lot of people try to pay it off on
Yeah.
Saturday because Sunday the court is not open, so you have to be in lockup for an extra day. Then on Monday when court opens, they will bring you to the court. You confess, you pay the fine. Only they let you chow.
Yeah.
Something like that lah. That's what I know of lah. But I got a friend that is like a heavy drinker and he always have like additional cash inside his pocket. And he knows that. And I
gonna
know
get
that
into
he
trouble
knows that he will get into trouble, which is why he prepared that kind of amount of
Wow,
money.
to the extent.
He's
see,
that
my dad
kind.
does that as well. My dad does that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always make sure one that like like Julian, like I think I know you drink quite a bit. Leisurely.
yes.
But those like Chinese uncle that go coffee shop and drink, that one is totally different, bro.
That one,
That
go
one
by
is
the
like
buckets, bro.
yeah, and then after the end of the night, they will ask each other, hey, you all still got enough cash? If you all got enough cash, can pass me some, or like I will transfer you, something like that. Then after that, they will drive back home. Because they know that if let's say anything happened, they at least got 400-500 ringgit
Yeah.
to just
Pay off.
pay it off or some shit like that lah.
But yeah, that being said, we are not encouraging you to do the same.
We are
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
just trying to like understand this, like why.
It's a norm. It's a norm
Yeah, it's a
done.
thing.
when
Like we're
you
just trying to find
go
out what kind of
drinking
person drunk drives. Why do they drunk drive? You know, why is it still happening even after like so many years of people dying from this and there's still people doing it?
Yeah.
And also for the most part, I think there's a really serious lack of education.
For sure.
There's a very serious
because
lack of
the problem is
education.
we are a Muslim country.
Yeah.
So majority of the people that live in Malaysia is Muslims, right? And they don't get involved in alcohol, lah.
Yeah.
I would
Right.
say, yeah. In
They
that
don't
sense,
get
yeah,
involved
I
in
mean,
alcohol.
Law,
Come
by
on,
law,
man.
by law, they are not allowed. By law, they are not allowed to.
Yeah, by law, yes.
By law, but
Yeah.
that's why there's no need. The only thing they're educating is you're not to buy alcohol until the age of 21. not allowed to buy cigarettes.
Yeah, I mean they just write like a certain age
very
limit.
simple very simple age limit.
But dude, have you been to a club especially in track dude, you go to a club and you barely see any Chinese or Indian, and the whole club is all Malay people.
I'm not surprised
Bro.
No, but I mean track memang is popular with.
Not only
you
track lah,
haven't
even
been
like
to
what,
Scott
Six
Garden yet, bro. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
But 6 at least is a mixture. Bro, like track, some bars is like
I remember-
full on.
No, I remember in Changkat there's this one bar at the end one It's not that famous, but it's basically a club for like Muslims.
Reggae.
No, not reggae bar. Reggae bar still mix, right?
Is it starts with a H one?
I can't remember but it looks like a very like a bar-ish club
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Basically, when I go there, also like I went in, everyone's Malay, bro.
But I mean, actually, by right, okay. I mean, I never really asked about this before, but technically, if I am Muslim, I want to go into a club and dance and have fun. It's not against,
I don't
right?
think
It's
it
not
is, though.
it's not against, right? I just cannot drink only, ma.
Yeah.
Right? I cannot be under the
You
influence of
can
alcohol
dance,
or
but
drugs,
then
right?
again, if you dance and then you start grinding people,
Yeah,
then
that's also
that's
a sin.
That's a sin already,
Yeah, but-
because it's sexual
And the way you dress,
activity in a way.
Yeah.
True.
But the thing is,
so
we,
alright, bro.
we have an ex-colleague. He's a Muslim. He don't enter a club at all because he said that this place is
not holy.
Sinful.
no lah. It's
Dirty.
Yeah, although you don't drink, but that's where all the sins
Sinners,
happen. What?
yeah.
Like people drink there, people do like drugs and stuff like that.
Okay.
People have
So I mean,
sex,
if you can avoid,
blowjobs.
you can avoid to not go, then just not go lah.
Blowjobs in the
Yeah, I mean,
in
Bro.
the club.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I can hear, bro, in the cubicle next door. You can hear one, bro.
Whoa, what were you doing there then?
Yeah, wait.
Being lah, bro.
You sure not getting also?
You hear the hollow
Never way. Never.
You heard them say
Unfortunately, no lah. But never.
You heard them say what? Holok.
Huh? No hollow. You can hear a lot of licking and sucking lah.
Wow.
All that wet like.
No, but
Okay, back to the topic.
back to the topic.
Back to the
So,
topic.
with all these things that are happening, you as a person who sometimes drive with the influence of alcohol.
Not
Yeah.
sometimes, man. I think my fuck is almost every time.
It's
No,
sometimes.
No,
it's
but
sometimes.
like after seeing all this, right?
Ah.
Does it affect your decision on wanting to drive drunk, or do you just like I'm not like them?
Okay, so of course whoever is listening to this, if I say
We'll come up with PR
I'm
answers.
not,
Yeah,
no, I'm not like, I will honestly feel like I'm not one of them because whenever I drive, I get very, very like cautious. For me, it's like, okay, I know that I only have one life. Even though YOLO, you only live once,
Yeah.
but I know that there's no second chances. So even when I drive, right, if I really know I cannot, it's either I rest at the mama and drink like 3 or 4 cups of like teh
And
o,
sober
ice
up
limau,
lah, and sober up,
like,
okay.
to the point like, even if you want to smell my breath, it's just going to smell like limau only. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that one I will know that I cannot.
No, but I really
Yeah.
believe, right, like this, when you go clubs or drink, you drink your friends on, right?
Yeah.
So with this guy or these people who actually went out to drink and then they drive back drunk, right? Do you think part of it has something to do with their friends not being accountable for their friend who drove back drunk? Do you think that their friends are somewhat to be blamed also?
You mean the friends should follow them back?
Actually,
is
that's
it?
a pretty good point, man.
No, because like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's a
so
bit-
so to explain it simpler lah. So he's the one that killed someone.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa,
And then
whoa,
you two were with him that night. He drove back drunk.
Yeah.
Basically, you know he's drunk, but you never bothered stopping. Like, hey, bro, you know what? Don't drive back tonight. Grab.
Oh no lah, I'm not that kind of friend lah.
Yeah, then yeah.
Yeah, I will stop the fucker lah.
Oh.
I will actually tell him like, dude, it's okay. I know your house is far. You can leave your shit here. I will drive you home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually
I think
happens.
yeah,
That's what I
that's
always
what
do.
you usually do.
That happened.
Bro,
but you
some of them can't even walk, man.
No, but you reckon
dude.
like that's the thing like with this guy, do you think his friends should be blamed for what he did also?
To be honest, I feel like his friends are just like him.
Right.
That
Yeah.
will drive as
Right.
reckless.
Yep.
And okay, you know what's the worst part? He works at a car accessory shop.
Yep.
You accessorize your car usually is because you want to make it look nice. And of
Yeah.
course, if it's nice, it has to be fast, right? So
Uh,
I mean, chances are the assumption that they are the people that Bayman drive reckless on.
Wow.
I feel. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments.
That's a
below.
huge assumption, bro.
Yeah, it's an assumption. It's an assumption. But then again, bro, how can you not notice your car dragging for 2 km, bro? A whole entire motorcycle, man.
When you're drunk.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, I mean, maybe during the session he didn't seem that drunk, and then maybe when sometimes when you start walking, you know, when you stand up after you get drunk and stuff, then that's when it really hits you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened when he starts driving. Because you know, when you drive, sometimes you get motion sickness. Yeah, so maybe that motion sickness just made his head go even worse, and then to the point like he can't think from the place where he drank lah. Yeah.
I think to be honest, there's only like 2 ways to deal with it lah. Either you ask 3 ways to do it. Ask your friend to fetch you back. That is not drunk or under the influence to fetch you back.
Yeah.
Or you take a Grab. Or you sober up.
Yeah.
And before you drive. I think that's the only 3
or
options.
you go and crash at your friend's place lah.
Or you go and sleep over somewhere lah. You get what I'm trying to say. But I feel like a lot of people, I encounter a lot of people that they use the excuse like, Grab is fucking expensive lah.
I mean, like, bro,
come on, man. Like, you already paid for it, and this is the price you have to pay lah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bit stupid if you say like.
No, but the crazy thing is because so maybe this is a bit deep I don't know lah. So I've been alive for 29 years, right? So
Whoa,
the 29
fuck,
years, I probably encounter a close death maybe once in my life only.
Okay.
Right. So having said that, right, I feel like people generally take things like that for granted. Like things that they say, okay, don't drive when you're drunk. Don't do drugs. Like all this bad stuff lah, right? They always say this kind of stuff, but because we know that the outcome of it can go either way. It could either be you enjoy it or you could die from it.
Yeah.
But most of the time, people enjoy it. People don't die from it. So
or you die from enjoying too much.
So people don't see it as a.
I have an opinion. Actually, sometimes the guy like damn stubborn. Even if you tell you want to drive, the flow say don't want. There are also people like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Actually, I always know a friend like that.
There are also people like that.
Yeah.
So you can't say like the friend is at fault also.
Yeah, true.
So
I mean, that's one point to look at lah. Yeah.
Yeah, but as I was saying, like because the more you experience something, right? Like it's easy. I touch the pot, it's hot. So first time I touch it hot, then I will go back, right? But after doing multiple times, you get more and more scared, ma. Then you kind of know already, like, okay, I shouldn't be doing this. So partially why, like, I used to drink also, but
you're allergic to alcohol.
back then, when I can drink, I never. Once I drove back, like not drunk lah, but tipsy
Yeah.
and I find it very. It's not as easy. You kind of like trying to find your bearings.
Because you go left and right.
So then,
you start swinging.
So after I went home, the next day I found out one of my friend, he crashed his car. Driving back drunk.
Shit.
And he crashed his car. So he didn't crash into anyone. He crashed into a pole and he had to plastic surgery his face, bro.
Wow.
What?
And he was not even drunk. He was just like maybe like close to drunk like very tipsy.
Wow, close to drunk is actually damn dangerous already lah.
So
at
like
that time also you cannot think indeed, man.
So he used to be very reckless. He's known to be the kind of guy that drunk also I'll drive home for many years.
Oh, okay.
So after that incident, motherfucker stopped already. Like it's a good thing that he didn't hurt anyone lah.
Yeah,
Eventually it's just himself lah. But it's still like I feel like people who does like like this guy who's been drunk driving back home maybe like more than 10 times.
I'm not drunk, you know.
Okay lah, basically under
like
the
sober,
influence of alcohol. Like he don't see, like when we talk to him about it, like he has a different view on it, ma.
Yeah.
You know, because he outright say like I'm not like these guys. Because he say he's more aware when he's drunk, when he's driving and shit like that lah. So even for him, I think for a lot of people, just because you have driven back home drunk multiple times doesn't mean you should, and doesn't mean that you will not be the one killing someone in the future.
It doesn't mean that you
I think
as well too.
yeah, you just have to bear in mind like think of it from your perspective as yourself. You are just okay, today I work until damn late, I drive back home, I'm damn tired, I just want to get home. Suddenly you got this dumbass that is drunk smack into me and then you just die like that. It's kind of not worth it lah. You can try to say it's really not worth it lah.
But to begin with,
it's like
if you're that sleepy, you should not drive lah.
no, I mean, you're just home. You're just driving home lah. You're just minding your own business, right? Then there's this fucker that just come out the right lane, swerve into you, and that's it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, even though
That's
sometimes you stay in your own lane, but someone's still gonna fuck it up, man.
Yeah.
Like what you said just now, do you think like all this that insist on doing it is because of ego issues?
I think it's ego.
So I think most of it is definitely ego.
You're
issues.
always out. Okay, when you go to a club, right? There's always girls, right?
Yes.
Like you always go with a group of guys and girls, ma.
All guys one.
But you all go there and Charlie girls, maybe I don't know.
Wow.
I help my friend.
So
Wingman.
like essentially, whenever a guy goes to a club, the perception is every guy will want to look like as macho as they can be, look as cool as they can look, right? Nobody's gonna want to look like a pussy ass, like a pussy. Like nobody wants to look like a pussy in the club, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, if I'm a girl, I come and ask you, hey, you can drive back or not? If
Yeah,
you're
of
drunk,
course.
You should say you can,
No
what?
Yeah.
problem.
If
okay.
let's say the girl that you like knows you're drunk, but she asks you, hey, can send me back or not? As a man, you'll be like, fuck it lah, yes lah, right? So I think a lot of people has to do with ego lah. I'm not
Yes,
surprised.
yes.
lah.
It's like I don't know, like I experienced going like drinking with my colleagues, my friends and shit.
Who's your colleagues?
Ada lah, don't drop names, man. Later,
Ada lah, don't drop names.
then after drinking, during drinking, they will say, hey, wow, you drink so little. What's this pussy, man? Then obviously certain people would like be triggered by that and they drink more, right? Then they'll lead
triggered.
to something bad. But for me, my case, if they call me pussy, I'll just admit, man, I'm
Yeah.
a pussy. So what?
I'm a pussy.
So what?
Oh yeah, that's his technique.
Yeah, I'm a pussy. So what?
But
But then he called everyone else pussy, man. Damn bad.
But I think that has changed a lot. I feel
what
like maybe we talk about 5 years ago. There's a lot more
Oh, you
people
never
like that.
know, man. You haven't drank with
Now
this.
nowadays, no, Julian is considered okay. Like nowadays, like I feel like a lot of people is like, okay, you want to drink 1 pint, okay, up to you. You want to drink this much, up to you. You know, I feel like everyone kind of knows, but back then it was really like,
Yeah.
hey, you pussy you know, little bit, you pussy the kind of thing. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't want to lie down in the
Exactly.
party lah. You
Dude.
can try to say.
No, but it's more like admitting my limit lah. I know
Yeah,
where my
yeah,
limit
yeah.
is, so
No,
I
but
just
that's the
stop
thing.
at
Nobody, people always like to challenge
Challenge,
each other,
right?
lah.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Chinese especially lah. I have to say
Yeah.
this Chinese people. Okay, so this is the cultural difference. You know, you all say white people drink a lot, right? When I went to the UK, you go to a club. Okay, in Malaysia, you go to a club. What people do?
drink
No, but how do they usually drink?
Just order bottle more.
Order
then-
bottle, right?
yeah,
Order
yeah.
bottle, okay? So in UK, people don't order bottle, bro. People go to the club, right? Already probably like
Pissed
half
drunk,
drunk already.
yeah.
They go buy from like, you know, like either go to a bar or go to
Pre-drink,
a
that's the
pre-drink.
way, man.
No, because why? It's fucking expensive.
Yeah,
Here people drop like, $500 or $1,000 just drop on a Moe, for example. Over there it's like
bro, I am cheapskate.
no, over there it's fucking expensive. Like
But
it's
in
crazy.
the UK, the kind of drunks we encounter is more like they've been drinking for like
the whole day.
the whole day. You get what I'm saying? They've been
that's
drinking for the past 8 hours lah. You get me? So it's like a bit hard to
drink,
get
so
drunk
they
when
drunk
bad,
also it's like
Dude, even in Melbourne, I heard they all Friday, right? Usually half day. So after lunch, they all straight tea time.
happy hour.
Happy hour until night time, man.
Yeah.
From 3 p.m. until 12 a.m., you know.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like one whole working day of drinking only, you know.
But I think the
crazy.
way we all Chinese people see Asian people see drinking and the way Ang Mo see drinking is very different. They all drink is like they're used how to say they drink it like as if like we drink 100 plus like that. Little
Yeah.
bit, little
It's
bit. I
water,
drink
really
I
it's
drink
water
100
one.
plus. But it's not to the point where we chug. You get what I mean? But chugging is like an Asian thing. Like really like we
You're
all-
down that
it's,
shit,
it's like
right?
it's like hey come on let's go drinking. You get what I'm trying to say that everybody come and then we all like make it like an event kind of thing.
Okay lah, you
But
tell
for
me
them
lah,
it's like
every event we go to lah, right? Whenever we get offered a drink Nyama always fucking first thing say, hey, you late or like you late already, finish this.
something
Down
like that.
this,
Yeah.
down this.
Yeah, very familiar, this one.
Very familiar.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
So it's quite. I mean, I think I kind of believe lah that as much as individually we should be responsible for this drunk driving, your friends
Yeah.
that you go out with. I don't think anybody goes out drink drunk alone lah. It's kind of weird lah, right? I mean, if you gonna get-
Unless they're sad lah, heartbroken.
I mean, then you drink at home lah. That one you stay home and drink lah. Like, why you already caught of a mess, right? You shouldn't bring your emotional side out
agree.
and be a danger to the public.
I also
man.
feel like people should just stop gassing people, man. Like,
yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
yo,
Or
you
like
come
keep
late.
forcing,
yeah,
yeah.
come late, drink. Or you don't drink, you pussy. Yeah,
That's a damn
it's
Asian thing,
a,
bro.
it's a culture thing.
It's a
lah.
damn culture thing.
Pretty messed up.
Even in China, it's the same. They also like make people
Not
drink like
surprised,
that.
man. That's why Chinese people are kind of messed up.
I don't know, but I don't know why. Like,
Yeah.
but I'll drink. I feel like okay, the white people can drink a lot more, but the way we drink is like
Harder.
really.
We
Yeah,
We drink
chug
with the
lah.
intention to
Are they
kill
harder?
ourselves.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, we chuck lah. Basically, you know what I mean, we go at it, but they
Just
all,
to get tipsy, right?
yeah, we chuck in a very short time just to get there fast
Yes,
first.
yes,
Then
yes.
after that, we worry about consequences later.
Yeah.
but
Drink
I
first
think
thing later.
yeah, but I think we should just drink it like how we would want to drink a Coca-Cola lah. You get what I mean? Like, oh, okay, I feel like drinking now, so I just drink a pint, for example. Then after you chill for a bit, and then when you feel like it, you drink again. That kind of thing. I feel like moderately that way. I feel is much
to
better.
be controlled easier.
Sane, bro. Really respect, man.
Actually, yeah. I think that's a good point, y'all brought up. Like in Asia here, we tend to glorify the
Yes,
drinker.
that's
We
true.
glorify the drinker.
That's
I
true,
think that is. I think
That's
we
bad, bro.
glorify the guy that can drink and can drive, that can drink
He's the
and can
legend.
still
Yeah,
be
he's
the
a
one.
legend.
But,
Still-
and then
wow.
the next day you'll be like, hey bro, you damn power lah, you
like,
that day,
Bro, it's
wow.
like he's immune, to something that is bad. Yeah, but the thing is like he's steady,
No,
That's the
but
thing.
I've also heard of some stories where people drive back home blackout drunk. Meaning like they
Wow.
completely cannot. You see, there's
like the
people-
guy
there-
behind the
there's-
camera.
Yeah, there's people like that. There's people like that.
Damn.
Right, so like
That's
they
what you
can-
call airplane mode, really.
literally airplane mode. That's like
That's what you call
do
airplane
not
mode.
disturb airplane mode. These fuckers literally just blackout drunk, reach home, then the next day can ask, I don't know how I go home, but I go home. My car is here, everything is here, but I don't know how I go home, but I go home. So it's then there's this kind of
good
people that
times.
we also glorify, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you say
yeah,
like, oh, this
yeah,
guy
that's true.
power one way. I know this guy can drink like fucking tanky one, shit like that. But in the way we're saying it, right, because it's part of the culture lah, like part of the young people culture lah. Like
Yeah.
you can drink, can party, shit like that.
Yeah, but I guess how this.
True.
Yeah, but I guess this how.
True. Yeah, actually it's all ages. But okay, at least when we Google, right?
No, wait, Julian has to say something.
No, but in the end, okay. I mean, for those who are still listening, right? Yeah, I mean, why we are actually bringing up all these topics about how our friends are, what's the culture about, and all, is because this actually relates to the drunk driving in the end. Like why people actually get drunk in the first place, how they get drunk,
Yeah.
and what's the consequences which is the Food Panda, the recent case
Yes.
where the Food
Not
Panda
only that,
rider,
man.
Only that lah.
yeah lah, but there is a lot factors to it
Yes.
to account into. And
Okay, so
yeah.
do you all agree that out of drunk driving lah,
Yeah.
Malaysian driving, 1 out of 10, how? In average of the whole country lah,
1 of 10 being the best lah.
of us 10 being the best lah.
How best is how best first.
Best is like
Follow
signals, everything. Rule
Oh,
by
that's
rule lah.
me, man.
In general, already 6 out of 10 lah.
6 out of 10 for real.
10, yeah.
One day you drive. Okay, have you ever driven out of your house and never heard someone horn someone?
No lah, it's like no.
Yeah, no,
I judge it based on
I see
myself,
quite
not
a lot,
about
a
honey.
lot, a lot of days.
Well,
eh.
ever since I start riding motor, right, then you can see a bigger perspective on drivers.
Actually, to be honest, I feel like riding a moto in KL is fucking dangerous.
It is
That
dangerous.
one is
It's
that one
dangerous.
is that one is
It's
true.
dangerous.
That one is true.
But at the same time, when I start riding motor, right, I feel like now I understand why a lot of people are pissed off about the way people drive here. Lah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't see that because people really don't signal. They really don't signal. They really don't like to, fucking do the right things. Because
yeah.
what they don't understand is you're a car, man.
Yeah.
And a bike is just literally you on a bicycle. Only.
Yeah.
True.
Like, 2 wheels,
motorized.
No armor, nothing. You just
Bicycle.
literally have you are the armor already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of time I see motorist accident, right, it's because, don't even say drunk lah. It's just because cars don't signal, bro.
Yeah. But one thing also, to be fair lah, okay, because I have motor license too. How I used to ride motor to tuition.
What
and all,
stopped
right?
you?
Huh?
What stopped you?
When you ride moto,
'Cause
the
I
motor
stay in
the motor
freaking
can
Shah
move,
Alam.
right?
The motor
I can't ride motor all the way to KL every day, man, dude. It's damn hot, way.
Well, okay lah, get suntan with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the thing is, one thing, okay, so from a driver perspective, motorists are sometimes, I tell you, they
Yeah,
really
quite chibai.
damn chibai one. They will purposely squeeze into your
That is
turning
true.
one.
I
The
mean-
moment you turn, right, they muscle in between, Then it's like, bro, how you gonna see? Because you need to check that side also, right? Wow, then when Langga, then they blame you. But then they stupid go and potong
No,
muscle.
that's one thing. You know, 2 lanes during traffic jam, all cars stuck, right? And they just zoom in the middle.
Zoom all the way.
Then they expect people to know that you're coming while you're zooming bloody
Yeah,
fast.
exactly.
That's their fault lah. To be
So
honest
that
with
one's
you.
from a driver perspective.
I feel
lah.
guilty lah. I do all that most of the
Oh,
time.
Exactly. Then you someone wanna sound
There
us.
you go.
No, I never sound. I just say like the perspective of you as
Yeah.
motorists when you look at drivers.
Yeah,
is,
but from a motorist perspective, wow, sometimes I swear I like you said the drivers are really never signal. And then one thing, right,
Agree.
because you are a motor, right, they think like you're just some small guy, like it's just a motor lah, just like don't give a
Yeah.
shit about it. So when they drive, right, you have to look out. They expect you to look out for their car instead of them looking out for you.
No,
so
but
that's fucked up also.
But what people don't know is right, if you hit a motor, regardless of whose fault it is, it's gonna be the driver's, the car guy's fault.
Yeah.
It's never
Because
the
you're
motorist's
supposed to
fault.
look out for
Yeah.
them.
Just
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the car is mightier than the bike lah, which is true lah.
It's more protected.
It's more
also,
protected.
mah.
You got doors, what? Bike
Yeah.
no doors,
Yeah,
mah.
bro, got so many mirror also.
No, but
But say for example you brake and then that motorbike just smacked right to behind you. It can't be their fault, right? It can't be our fault already, right?
I think it still is though.
But how?
No,
It can't be-
So
it can't-
5 meter distance. What?
Yeah, it can't
Okay,
be
your fault.
man.
Bryan
That is
behind the camera is saying no.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wrong.
Because when I got into the car accident with a motorbike, the motorbike basically rode on the highway, which is not allowed to. Then
Bang
the
you from
motorbike
behind.
banged me from the side.
Oh.
Side is different. Side is very subjective.
No, but the police straight away tell me it's my fault. Regardless of, I'm just driving in the lane. I'm driving within the lane, and the fella cut in from the side,
Bodoh,
and he hit my side and the fella fell down lah. But
Oh.
but the police tell me I have to pay the fine, bro.
No, you have to understand how it works is because the insurance, they are not there to see who is right, who is wrong. There's no CCTV. If there's a CCTV, then it's different. So what they see is from the wreckage, they'll investigate who is wrong. So it's not whether you are there and this fella come suddenly bang you. So if let's say this guy bang you from the side, right, they will just see, okay, maybe it's because you just come out and then this guy bang. It's impossible to see who is right and wrong without footage. So they'll straight up just give it to the smaller vehicle, which is the motor. That's why you're wrong. Yeah, that's how it works.
Some bias shit, man.
That's how it works. Okay? But
Wow.
in case of like how Isaac said, right, if your car is here and then he banged directly from the back, right? If it's at the back, like the second half of your car, the
Should
back,
keep distance, right?
yeah,
Actually.
then
then he is wrong because it's like, I'm just minding my business, you bang. So the police investigator was gonna see based on your wreckage. If there's no footage, he's gonna see based on the dance, how it was.
Like which angle,
Yes.
all this, right?
How it happened, the accident. Then he's gonna see, okay, that's how it happened. That's in his CSI a bit lah. He's gonna like, okay, this guy not okay, so he's wrong lah. But from a front and a side collision, it's impossible to know who's right and wrong from a wreckage. It's impossible.
Or maybe they cover the smaller vehicle, right? Lesser money.
So they will award it to a smaller vehicle. So that's why.
That sucks, man.
That is why in Singapore, they are like one of the forefront runners in terms of putting dash cam. They are the first to start it, right? And then now Singaporeans also have dash cam at the back. So they have two.
to see, right?
Yes.
Wow.
So because all this is like, it's super expensive to repair a car in Singapore.
Also,
Yeah,
essentially, if I have
the
a dash
car is
cam,
also expensive.
if I have a dash cam, then
Yes.
it's like basically cover Cemerlang already lah. I
It's
won't need to
super
drive lah.
important right now. It's
Yeah.
super. So like for someone like me who drives the way I drive, I should have a dash cam also
but you don't
lah.
lah.
Yeah, you should lah.
His average of him being hot in a day is probably like 5 or 3 to 5 like that. In a day.
Bryan drives in a kampong road 60 kilometers per hour.
It's okay, what?
He thinks he's a WRC driver.
No, so okay. So back to the point that I said just now. So do you think part of the drunk driving accidents being so high is because of our driving skills also? I mean, so okay. So let's say I'm a 5 out of 10 driver. Someone I drunk. So that makes me like what? A 1 to 2 out of 5 driver.
Yeah, yeah,
So
probably.
it's like you're already shittier.
Yeah,
than
it
before.
cuts off a lot of your driving
Right.
skills lah.
So maybe because your driving skills is good lah. So when you drunk, so it's still like
15 out of 10.
still slash that a bit. Okay lah. Definitely not 15 out of 10. But I think Malaysia's driving is quite not the greatest lah. Personally, I
No,
feel
we
lah.
are very sneaky drivers, man. We know to
We know how to.
Actually, no, we are
the
skilled.
loopholes. Yeah, we are
We are
skilled.
skilled.
Yeah, skill is the
We are
right word.
skilled.
Actually,
but
we-
this
yeah,
skill
we
not
are really
not
good.
really legal one.
Yes, yes.
But
exactly, that's
it's
the word.
very skilled for our
Yeah.
environment. So sometimes like this so high one to turn already, right? But then you know how to like
Okay.
brake in time or something like that.
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you know how to potong into another lane just in
Yes.
time and stuff.
Yeah.
These are all skill one.
Yeah, because
true.
because
Yeah.
us Malaysian drivers are so used to going so close to other cars.
Everyday jam, bro.
Yeah. So we are very used to like sudden emergency brake or avoiding like cars when they.
Like too long already, right? You wait, then you just potong side.
Yes,
like
yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
we are
It's all
skilled
skill
lah.
this one.
It's not legal per se, but it gets the job done.
But yeah, I think Malaysians are very adapted to the current, like our climate on terms of driving. Lah.
Climate.
If
Hey,
not, no, if not, we would not survive here. Imagine if we drive like a straight edge here, lah. Bro,
quite
you
tough.
will
You get bullied,
fucking,
You get bullied.
Yeah,
You
you'll
get
get
bullied.
bullied nicely, man.
And also another speaking of getting bullied, if you got a P sticker in your car, that's like a bullseye for you to get bullied. You know?
Bullseye. But I have to say, in my experience, I feel that driving in Malaysia is still better than driving overseas. Because I had a really, really bad incident in the US that I think that like really set my perspective about driving. So in Malaysia here, although people drive like assholes, right, the most you get is passive-aggressive drivers. They'll just drive really fast, go in front of you, and then they'll just
cut
jam
in
brake a
front of
bit,
you,
jam brake a bit, and then they'll just piss off.
Like
That's it.
yeah,
They'll just piss off the kind of thing. But I noticed that in overseas, while they follow the rules, but if you happen to be, you did a wrong move, they will really like go on you. They will not like let you go. It's either you get caught by the police. I've been in an incident lah. So my friend accidentally like forgot to put the signal and then turn right. And then at the back there's a car, but he was really quite far away. But he's trying to be a social justice guy lah. He followed us all the way to a lorong. Then we stopped. He got down a car and then he took out a bat, bro. It's just a normal civilian. And this is in the US. And apparently I heard that kind of road rage happens like quite often. And you see like those like dash cam, right? Yeah. It's actually all the incidents is like in Malaysia, it's very rare one. You see people like get down a car and fucking want to fight you kind of thing. Most of will fucking flip you off lah and just piss off your life lah. Yeah. But over there is dangerous lah. It's like people will get down the car, they'll knock on your window, ask you to get out, and you might get hurt lah. So I think in a grand scheme of things, I much rather a passive-aggressive driver because you flip me off, it's like, I'm in my car, okay, good for you, you know, that kind of thing.
No, but that's true though.
You get what I mean?
In Singapore, right, the rules for driving is fucking strict, bro. Like, you know, okay, we drive from here to Singapore, right? You will see your personality as a driver change as you enter Singapore. All of a sudden, like, from the highway, you go to JB, right?
That's right, true,
180, you know. When you hit Singapore, motherfucker, the highway, you 90 already, bro.
Yeah.
Just 90.
Bro, that one,
you know,
the fees cannot afford, bro.
So
you know, Waze has a estimated timing when you arrive a place, right?
Yeah.
In Malaysia, it doesn't work. We always beat the time one. But in Singapore, it's really calculated to the T, because that 3 kilometers, you will really spend that 15 minutes on that 3 kilometers.
In Malaysia, I think we use it as a competition. You know? We need to beat it.
It's nothing because in a car, you got nothing to do. What?
Oh, that's true.
Drive safe lah.
And most of the time, people travel from Selangor to KL or Seremban to fucking KL to work. So it's always like a long drive, ma. So the only thing you have is music.
For cars.
And a race, a race against time.
Yeah.
So, but it's easy. Like, you see, like Singapore is a fucking safe place. That I have to give them. Their country is fucking safe.
Oh, but actually, there was this one time, Singapore at night, at night people drive a bit crazy, I noticed, especially the taxi drivers.
But even if
I think the people there who drive like normal civilian driving is okay, but the taxi driver fucking aggressive one. There's this one time I sit inside the taxi and then we were going through a tunnel. Then there was a bunch of kids that were drunk, right? They were trying jaywalking kind of thing. Nearly banged the fucker, but the guy still stepped on the oil and just fucking go lah. And I was like, dude,
damn,
the hell, bro? You're gonna try to say?
No, but I think to the taxi driver, if the light is green, then I guess don't care because jaywalking anyway, right?
But would you want to kill
the fucker though? That's the thing.
I mean, I'm sure he has no killing intention, like probably just
want to scare them or something.
Yeah. No, but seriously, like you see Singapore, right? You don't hear much about drunk driving, deaths and shit like that.
There is lah, but definitely
it's very little lah. Very little.
Got law that one time the incident that was really blown up. This Ferrari guy he drove like really fucking fast lah.
But I feel like end of the day, you're drunk or not, if you're drunk, no matter your skill is like your Michael Schumacher or some shit, it's still.
I mean, you can't even walk in a straight line. What do you expect to drive in a straight line, right?
Exactly.
So this is the problem lah.
So do you, I mean, divert the topic a little bit from drunk driving lah. And since now we're talking about being drunk, have you guys have any funny like drunk stories, preferably with driving?
Never gotten drunk before.
Driving.
Do you guys have any funny drunk stories lah? Like let's just lighten up the mood a bit because right now it sounds like we are being a PSA podcast.
It is a PSA podcast.
I know lah. I think because like tipsy, then I think I sort of forgot one of my friends.
What? Huh?
Behind.
Wow.
So like there's like two of us already. Then we all talking. Then we all like, oh, hey, tonight was fun, right? And then suddenly we go on the highway. Hey, where's this guy?
You left him there. You left him there.
But then the guy, he also didn't contact us. So we call him. Hey, where you guys? I mean, Mama, where you all? So we had to drive back, to go and take him, So yeah lah.
Oh, bad shape.
Good friends.
You, man? Got any funny drunk stories?
Not me lah. My friend got drunk, so I had to drive his car.
So
we had to go soba and mama. We reached there. Then my friend, the drunk guy lah, he was lepaking and he suddenly asked, hey, where's my key? I told him I drove your car just now. I was like, huh? You trying to steal my car when I was drunk, is it?
Whoa.
He got mad, bro. He got really pissed. He got really pissed. Yeah. We were helping him.
But he's drunk lah.
But he realized after that.
I don't know whether he realized or not. I didn't follow up. I just don't.
Actually, so after that, are you still friends with him?
No, not still friends but we didn't bring up. Don't bother bringing up because I'm aware that he's drunk. I didn't bother much but he got pissed, bro.
Actually, the
Oh,
funny thing
shit.
is
Yes,
this,
man.
a lot of people when they're drunk, they're like that.
Mad piece.
They get very
mad drunk one
angry
is very,
and they get
I
angry
hate
at the
mad drunk
weirdest thing, you know.
No,
like
I think it depends. If you're an angry person in general, you get drunk, you probably won't be angry. But if you're not angry, then when you get drunk, you're probably angry. I think it's more like because
Releasing.
when they say when you
Yeah,
drink
yeah.
or you drink or you in or you partake in like marijuana lah, they usually it shows a more of your it digs deep into your soul lah. You know,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
like shows you like the real you like that lah.
Wow, so deep.
No, but it's true.
no, but for those who are listening, we don't endorse marijuana.
You don't endorse drinking.
Yeah, I don't endorse drinking.
It's more like
No, I mean
sharing-
you can drink, just drink responsibly.
yeah, just be responsible when you drink.
Yeah.
like what Heineken says.
Yeah, drink responsibly.
Drink
man.
responsibly.
Legit. Then, I mean, that's all you got to do, man. Yeah.
But so do you think? Okay, let's try to be like a bit more
PC.
We try to be. If we're gonna be president, this is what we're gonna do lah. So what do you reckon? So we go one by one lah. We go with you first lah. What do you reckon would be good to reduce or to even stop like this whole drunk driving, killing people, or let's to stop people from drunk driving lah?
Do what America did lah. Set the rule pretty fucking straight. And also I think the reason why people still so briny to do it is because they think that even I got roadblock, I can pay that shit off, man.
Yeah, I think that's one thing also lah. Yeah, that's true. I
It's
agree.
all a lot of stuff that leads to all these little
No, I
problems,
think
man.
the idea that we know that we can get out of it by paying, by
Yes.
giving money to the cop, right?
Yeah.
Is one of the reasons why I think people still do shit like that, lah.
Yes. And
But
also,
to be honest, recently, I think these past 2 years, I know that the police force have raised the like last time I remember $200 can cut it lah. But
Now
right
it's
now,
really not really nice.
you must
they
at
got
least
greedy lah,
now it's
basically.
like 500-600 ringgit we're talking about. So a lot of people like thousands, right? Yeah, I remember.
It depends on what you
Economy
do,
bad,
lah.
bro. Economy bad. MCO, bro.
So like, if it's like 1,000 and a 20 ringgit Grab car ride, I don't know, man. I think
Yeah.
the answer's pretty
no,
fucking
the
clear,
thing
lah.
is,
You get
Chinese people would still want to race it. They would want to race it, man.
They gambling, right?
No,
It's like
really.
picture.
Then what would you do?
I think just raise the fine so high to the point
Not only
that
fine, bro.
no,
no,
ra-
no, punishment lah. Straight.
yeah,
Straight away
No,
punish,
your turn. Sorry.
yeah, but I think fine and punishment lah
Yes.
is the one
Okay,
that really.
so if you say punishment, right? When somebody kills someone while being drunk driving, what do you think should be
Hang.
hang?
wow,
Is it now hang? No, right? Now it's just
I
jail,
don't know.
right? I think it's jail. only,
now
right?
it's lifetime jail. I think
Lifetime jail.
Hang. Yeah, either hang or lifetime jail.
I mean, they pretty much
only
the same, lah.
murder is hang one, right?
I think they
drugs
stopped hanging
also,
already, right? I think they
drugs
stopped
also.
hanging already right now. I think they stopped hanging already.
Okay.
I think so lah. But
We should bring that back, man.
Damn, bro.
no, the hanging is removed because of a lot of stuff like, people getting caught for marijuana and they get hanged, right? It's kind of like not worth it anymore lah. The game has changed lah,
Yeah.
The landscape has changed lah.
Perhaps.
And apparently a lot of reason why you don't get artists like Coldplay or these motherfuckers here is because we hang. Yeah. So
Yeah.
hopefully we don't do the hanging, it will come lah. But I don't know about that lah.
No, okay. Speaking of, but aside of like increasing the punishment and stuff like that, I think
Yeah.
the culture should change, man. Stop gassing people, man.
Yeah, I mean, because I know actually that's true.
Stop
The reason
gassing
why
people,
I mean I can drink a little bit, but I still choose not to because I know people will gas me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like it's not fun lah.
Yeah, it's not.
Like sometimes I don't mind if I drink with a few friends and then I'll drink one glass,
One club, oish.
one glass or one cup lah.
I feel like guessing like drink lah, be okay lah.
It's okay,
That one is
that's
fine
a-
lah. Don't like fucking like
pussy. Get what I mean? Like,
I don't know, but I don't fancy or I'm not fond of those people, right? Like the only thing they brag about is their drinking tolerance, man.
I mean,
Like, wow,
that's
that one.
plenty,
so
man,
they
that's
don't guess
plenty.
you, but they just like they brag so much about
yeah, I
them.
get it.
Oh, bro, come we go drink now. Hey, bro, come we go drink here. Hey, bro, wow, now morning wow, hope got alcohol. Like everything like about drinking one. Wow, bro, that one I cannot tahan,
frat
man.
life, bro. That one is called frat life, bro.
Yeah, so it's like wow, that one quite shit.
So Tan Sri, what would you do?
My one first things first, fine. Without trial.
Fine without trial.
So no trial, you just punish straight.
Okay.
Means you langgar the fucker, and if the guy dies, no trial for you. You straight 10 years jail at least.
10 years jail
And then
only?
like 1 million punishment or whatever.
Oh, that's
stuff.
if the guy didn't die lah.
No, if the guy die, straight,
years?
Straight 10 years.
Way short
Plus
Hang-
more lah.
hang, bro.
Minimum 10
I
years.
mean, okay, I don't think I'll go to that far to hanging lah, but
Minimum 10 years.
wow, very short
But lifetime is already quite.
No ma, if the guy 40 years old, maybe 50 years old, he die already. What?
But the thing is like now they're saying like a life for a life, So this guy took away this guy's life. but he's only getting 10 years
Yeah.
of prison. It is like the balance is not there, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like very it still favors the guy who killed the guy.
true.
You know?
Yeah, lah, but probably okay. So in general, basically heavy punishment. So which is like jail, like I don't know, you want 10 years too little for you, 20, 30 to 50 years. So I mean 50 years or so, bro, 60 years old, so you don't know if you jail 10 years old, you go out by 60 years old, you don't know you're still alive or not. Yeah, so that's also quite a lifetime. Yeah, but the thing is, another thing is like the government needs to pay the policemen enough, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So that they cannot bribe. Because
Also-
they're earning so much, right? And no, all policemen must have body cam. Because right, when they bribe, right, it's recorded on their and they are receiving it. Yeah,
No, but that's the thing.
This will stop the whole thing.
I'm sure they have thought about this already, but I think internally they're like, fuck, if we do it, then half our income gone. bro.
yeah, lor. Yeah, then don't want to do lah. Exactly. So that's why even if it's a suggestion,
Tan Sri,
it's tough lah. Yeah.
what will you suggest?
Oh, me
You already here already, what? Mahai.
Why? Monitoring I don't know, man. Also, sometimes part of the problem, you know.
Part of the problem.
I admit it lah. I admit I have driven under the influence many times, but I'm one of those who somehow get home lah and no scratch, no nothing lah.
Wah, untung lah.
Yeah,
Dangerous
so,
Dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous lah. I feel with Grab and with technology, with everyone having a car, I think drunk driving is redundant lah for now. You don't have to do it lah.
Yeah. So
Right? We are talking like 15 years ago, like back in college. For me lah, back in college, there is no Grab. And getting a taxi at 3 a.m. is damn
Bro,
hard.
damn scary also lah.
It's damn hard, So like the possibility of you, like let's say 5 of you go out and go and drink, right? Takkan one fella has to remain sober. It's damn sad, You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and then we're talking back then lah.
Yeah.
So but now you don't have to lah. Everyone just grab lah.
Easy
It's good. And I think people need to adopt that lah. You including myself lah. But I think for the punishment, it has to be severe lah. To be honest, if I'm putting myself in that shoe and what's gonna make me shit my pants and not do it is like take away your license. If you're caught lah, not even killing someone lah. If you're caught lah, straight away revoke your license.
Oh yo, wow, that one quite scary, man.
Straight away.
That's
Because
a better thing,
yeah.
man.
Even if you didn't knock anyone, you go through a roadblock or something like that, and then you get caught. And I think it really depends on
Your breathalyzer.
like breathalyzer, like
See how high, right?
yeah, like so let's go with like a minimum 5 years, and then if you are like way above the breathalyzer, then just like let's do 10 years, 20 years, or just forever don't drive. Just take Grab forever, something like that.
Bad
You know,
shit,
like
man.
you will definitely think twice lah. Like I'm putting myself in the position, I'm thinking like if let's say I am the one who's gonna kena and stop, what would make me really be scared and not drink and drive, right? That would be that one first thing lah. Take away your license. The fine is expensive. Where if I'm not mistaken, it should be in the thousands lah. Like 5 grand at
5
least.
grand or 10 grand like that.
Yeah,
5,
money
10
you pay,
grand.
you sit in the lockup.
See, this is why
Yeah.
Singaporeans don't like to break the laws because the punishment is like
Yes,
not
it's
worth
severe.
it. It's
It's
not worth
severe.
it already.
Yeah.
Like drunk driving, your license revoked.
Yeah.
Shit, that is crazy, man.
This too is for people who get caught driving and under the influence. Then if you're talking about like someone who's drunk driving and knocked someone and killed it, I think it's
Lifetime already.
I
that's
think
it,
that
yeah.
definitely with a minimum sentence of like 15, 20 years. We're talking minimum lah.
Yeah.
Like there is a minimum to meet lah. Then
Yeah.
that would really scare people lah.
Yeah.
But the most important, which you all brought up, is you need to pay the policeman more money.
Yes.
Yeah.
None of this will work if the policeman is not paid well.
Yeah. If they keep on taking bribes, right?
Because I know friends, I'm not gonna say who, and they're rich. Their father, is like someone got money one, and they have knocked people and
Got away with it, lah.
died. The guy died,
Oh my god.
and they have paid a lot of money to make it go away.
Wow.
Yeah. So I
Sucks,
firsthand I know people who have done it,
Damn.
and it's not cool. So I feel, it really all boils down to implementation. Actually, we have a lot of good ideas, good rules, good laws in place, but it's all down to implementation. So if you not implement right, first things first, our government servant, the police needs to be paid more lah. That's it. Yeah, I mean, you want to join in Singapore, people are like lining up to go and be a policeman because they're paid really well.
Yeah.
Like I heard 5-6 grand Sing dollar.
Yeah. It's probably like a professional job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
5-6 grand Sing dollar.
serious. Come on, let's go.
Over here, you start. You private, you one
Probably a 1K.
no strap on your shoulder one. You probably 1,000 something only.
Some more you have to go to Puru there and beep 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 like that. Whole day, right, or some shit like
go
that.
through everything,
Fuck.
It's not very dignified lah. So I think we really need to start thinking about paying the policemen way higher than what they are getting now.
No, but it's a solution that even if we can think of, right? I'm sure our government can think about it as well lah. But I wonder why they're not implementing it. Only. It's not that hard, what? Just pay them more lah.
Yeah, I mean, they also got some bad things that they need to run away from. What? So if they put it too strong, so there's no leeway for them to do illegal. Or
So basically, it starts with the government lah. The government has to be not as corrupted in order for this to work.
I think that's important, but also at the same time, I feel like all parties should play involved. Like say for example, like not just drinkers, but pub owners should also play. I mean, up to now, I've never seen a pub that endorses like that has a lot of like very strong drink responsibly images within the
Because
pub.
they want you to drink more. What?
They want you to drink more, but I mean, obviously, you guys
very,
it's contradicting.
profit-driven,
It's very profit driven. Yeah, like profit driven. But imagine if the bar has like things like, say for example, you drink at this bar, Grab is 30% off. Grab
that's
is
good.
30% off. You got there is a promo code over there. With your receipt, it shows that it's something like that. You're gonna try and say to entice people to be more like, okay, you know what, like. It's already cheap to take Grab back home already, and it's the right thing to do. What even better if someone like give you a discount on top of that? There's like no reason.
Zouk, I think Zouk orders they do that a lot.
Yeah, but Zouk, but I mean, but nobody really goes there to drink. What you're talking about, like real drinkers are
Zouk,
people. No, I mean pubs, bars. You get what I mean, like. Like I don't know.
Because hardly people go to a bar to get wasted lah.
Hey.
Hardly see people get wasted.
I
at a
don't
bar.
know.
Most of the time I drunk is in bar one.
What kind of bar first? Like
6 bar
I mean,
tas
to be honest, let's be real lah. 6 and bar atas is not an actual bar lah.
Bro, the name is Bar Atas, bro.
Yeah,
bar atas,
but that's
bro.
the cover ma. It's easier to get a bar license than a.
But I think what you mean by bar is like seats pub,
See,
like a bar, like a pub, a
seat
pub.
bar.
Wait, got lah.
No,
So I think, to be honest, I think I get more wasted in a bar setting than in a club setting.
Yeah, same. Because in club, right, I got dance. I dance a lot when I'm like high, right? So I sweat a lot, right? Then
set all the alcohol.
nah,
Start
the
already,
alcohol
start
come
already.
on. So by the time I go downstairs, I'll be like, wow, already die already. The
feeling, the feeling.
feeling gone already. So I just drink one like teh ice or teh ice limau, then go back already. Okay, already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because
more-
got movement.
But bar, the one totally different. You're just sitting down there drinking, talk.
Yeah. So
you're not even like you don't even
play
do
cards,
anything.
drinking game. Wow, bro, that one really.
You don't
gone,
even.
bro.
You probably stand up to just get a cigarette. That's it.
Bro, it's sitting down.
Now
bro.
it's just
Yeah.
so
Bars
hard,
can
bro.
smoke ma. You can smoke inside bars, right?
Oh yeah, some bars can smoke. The
Some
ones that
bars can
yeah
smoke, bro. I think
that's
most
why.
bars can smoke inside still.
There you go.
No, they say apparently restaurants you cannot what? Bars can ma.
No, bar restaurants cannot.
No,
but if bar then can. That means
if you
only
register
alcohol.
as a bar,
Ah.
can already. You just need to register as a bar. only.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, but I guess in conclusion, just
just don't
drink
drink
responsibly.
And drive, yeah.
don't gas up your friends and then make them drunk.
I cannot relate lah. Never.
Always try to at least offer to give them a ride. Or
Yeah, I think it starts with your friends. Don't
yeah,
be
it
dicks
starts with
ah.
your friends because
Don't be
your friends
dicks.
the one that can think.
Yeah. Because if let's say all 6 of you go out, all 6 of you drive. If 4 of you are
all-
drunk,
At least 2 person can drive.
yeah, you can still fit that 4
Yeah.
people in the car.
Have a bit more planning lah. Like if let's say you're all gonna there's like 10 of you going out, then plan all.
But that's the thing, what? As a 18-year-old or 19-year-old lah, when you're high, young, fit, all you want is sex. You give
You think no. What I'm saying about planning, what I mean by planning is, let's say there's 10 of you guys going out tonight and you're going to go drink and have a good time.
Yeah.
Then you all need to plan, okay, let's all park at someone's house and go in
yeah,
his
together
car, you know, and then we'll go there and then that someone will drive, or we all hop into a Grab together and then later we can grab back.
Yeah.
Something like that lah, you know, like just have a bit
Yeah,
more
because if you grab there,
planning.
you cannot drive back anymore.
Okay,
you have
but,
to grab
but
back.
here's what I think.
Yes.
Here's what I think. Reason why a car is so convenient, right? Especially for people who drink, lah. You might never know you might pick out a girl, right? If you grab, very hard to grab back together. You get what
I mean, that's for a guy lah,
No,
but for a
but
girl,
the good thing about grabbing back together with a girl is you can make out behind.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward though.
really?
It's kind of awkward though. I mean,
I don't know.
in America,
I
I
always
guess
drive
I get it. Like, in Malaysia, it's kind of weird though.
I think people don't care also.
Yeah lah, not
nowadays.
like you give a fuck about who the fuck is the driver.
If I'm a
So
Grab driver, I'll be like,
Let's ask Ben. Ben's awfully quiet.
you make out at the back of the Grab.
No, I never. Yeah, I usually drive lah.
Yeah,
I don't drink.
but I prefer to drive, like not grab, like I drive. Even among my friends, I will usually volunteer to be DD, right?
Yeah.
It's because I got the control to know when to go back.
Okay.
Because the car's with me, you know. So if I'm designated driver, and then if like I see everyone's really gonna go wasted already, right? Let's say, hey guys, I need to go back. Then they're all like, oh okay lah, and then they're already at almost there already, ma. Yeah, so all will go back. Then I will drive. I'm still fine. But then they also don't get drunk and they also don't feel like shit the next day. But then I got the key.
Yeah, I think designated driver is like super important.
Yeah.
If you guys need to know, for example, if you're the designated driver, you don't want to bring back everyone, like if let's say there's 5 people in your car, you're the driver, all 4 of the rest all dead drunk one. Wow, it's super hard, bro. You have to carry
Yeah.
every one of them to the car.
Then if they vomit your car, wow,
Yeah.
you need to wash bro.
So designated driver, right, it's important that you don't get too carried away as well. Then
Yeah.
you know, like you also need to see timing. Okay, we've had this X amount of alcohol already.
see
I think
which friend-
any more is going to be over. So let's all go back now. We go to the mama and sober up, something like that lah.
Yeah.
If not, I think
Yeah, that's
it,
usually the plan lah. For me lah, that's why I like to drive because I can control when I can go back. But then if you like grab, right? If you grab, then sometimes it's like they say all expensive. But if my own petrol is cheap,
That's true.
Yeah, and then also I know everyone's location, everything, and if they park at my house, there I can go back straight, home. Yeah, so everything's like planned in that sense. So I can avoid all these like accidents and such.
Well, growing up, I never really had like anyone planning shit like that.
Really, wow, plan until.
Boomer ma, I think that's why different.
Oh.
Marking how many years only? Like, here, when I was 18, I was here already.
Oh, okay. He started the partying life here.
But not really no much party also lah. I remember because I cannot drink so I have to designate the
allergic
driver
to
lah.
alcohol.
One time I go to Changkat, right? 4 people sit in my car, then all got drunk.
Even you.
I didn't get drunk. I cannot drink So I had to drag them out one by one from the club.
Wow,
Scary, bro.
That's
Yeah,
a
what
burden.
annoying. Yeah,
Bro,
that's
you know
annoying,
you know where
bro.
that is or not? It's a fucking reggae bar. I remember this fucking clearly. I bring once to, there was one stranger, was one of the friend's friend lah. Motherfucker got in my car, he put his head out the window, I just drive them back. Suddenly I don't stop at the petrol station, pump petrol I open my door, my whole door, the side there, one splash of vomit lah.
Oh my
car got
God.
vomit lah. After that, I like, you know what? I said, fuck y'all, I'm never gonna like go out with you guys anymore, man. Literally, that was the last day I like
went out with them.
went out to a club or just go with the intention of
shit.
clubbing
Bro.
I actually have an incident quite similar to you, but it was a night out with a primary school mate. So I just came back for summer holiday. Then I bumped into this primary school. He's like, "Hey," I said, "How are you, man?" And then blah blah. And then we went to a club lah. Long story short, went to a club. He got really drunk, and then we heard that last time those clubs they used to have those high tables, and then they put all those empty glass
Yeah.
to get ready for the next customer, right? And then he broke the glass, so we all like, okay, I think it's him because he went to the toilet and then he came out like he was really drunk already. So we had to carry him. So I carry him to the car and stuff like that. And around the club, there's a lot of girls, so he will be yelling at the girls, How come there's no pretty girls here today? All the girls here are fucking ugly. He yelled, and he's that kind. And then I was like, oh my fucking god, bro. And then all the girls look, they all like that kind of vibe. Then never mind, I carry him to the car. So it's somewhere around like Kota Damansara. So the area is like the cars are all parked like side by side, right?
Yeah.
He's quite a big guy and quite muscular. Carry. And then suddenly he just said, actually I think I can walk myself. Then I was like, oh, he sounded sober, so I thought he okay already. He walked like 1-2 steps and he tripped, and then his elbows landed on the bonnet of the car, and he dented the car.
Oh my god.
And that car was right beside my fucking car. And I was like, if another step further, that is my car lah.
Oh shit.
So, and then the bullshit doesn't end there lah. So he continued on his bullshit. Then I carry him into the car, everything. Drive. He was like, bro, I want to puke. Then I was like, okay, you're not going to fucking puke in my car. So I turned down the window. And then instead of puking, he put his legs out, both of his legs out, and he said, oh my god, this is what freedom feels like. And he fucking
proper drunk
shake
dude,
his leg while I'm driving through the highway.
Shake.
He was like going
Just
and
put it out
like
there, shaking
that.
it.
You get what I'm trying to say? Drive.
He was enjoying it, huh?
Yeah, because he is not from KL.
Okay.
So he lives in a student house. I drive him to his student house, reach back. Then I knock on the door. I say, hey, I asked him, hey, can I have your keys so I can like open the door? Then he just opened the car door, ran out, lie down on the floor, and he kept rolling on the floor. And he said that I will never give you my keys because I don't want to go back home yet. And I was like, what the fuck? You get what I'm trying to say?
I'll just leave him. I'll leave him there, man. I'll just leave him there. Like, you know what? Peace out, man.
And after that, I don't know why I still decided to like, okay, I still need to bring him up lah. He lives with a housemate upstairs one. I saw the housemate, the lights were on. Then when he knew that he came back, the lights turned off.
Oh,
and
shit.
I was like, the hell just happened? Then I knocked on the door like, hey, guys, can you open the door? Then nobody responded and everything. So I did something really stupid lah. So I basically kick open the door, and it's a university owned hostel. That eventually I had to pay for the door lah. But because I had a bit to drink also, so my head was I was having a headache, so I really want to go back home also. So I kick open the door, and then after that I carry him up to his room. I knock on his roommate. Then his roommate opened the door, opened small. He was like, what's up? I said, hey bro, your roommate is drunk, man. Can you like put him in? I damn scared of him, man. When he's drunk, he gets very aggressive. Then I was like, so what you want me to do? I said I have to go home also lah. Then he said, okay, never mind. You just put him here. When he's sober, I'll let him in the room. Okay, so I put him there. Then I walk down the staircase. So as I was walking down the staircase, I could hear him shouting, Isaac, where you going? Then he started like, I can hear he stand up, like, people shuffling, stand up, right? And he started running down, And that time my car keys had like my house keys lah, the house remote. So I was already like tipsy a bit, and I was looking for the key and opening the door. Then when I found the remote control, open the door, he just bang open the front door, and he was like, Isaac, where you going? And he tackled me down on the floor and hugged me for a good hour or two and fell asleep.
He kissed you though.
And he fell asleep.
So awkward. That's an awkward 2 hours, man.
And then I had to remove him.
Oh my god.
I drove back home. The next day he texted me, hey bro, you okay? I'm like, I'm not gonna go out with you anymore lah. You gonna try to say? So that was like my worst outing lah.
Sounds like a lot of work, man.
Yeah, it
Wow,
was
but
a
the
lot.
fact that his roommate get off the lights,
That's a fucked up housemate.
Means that guy
That guy's a
fucked
shit
up,
housemate.
bro.
Yeah.
The guy's a shit housemate.
So
Holy shit.
the thing is this, I was really impressed because at some point he couldn't walk, at some point he could run, and he could tackle me, and I don't know what the hell is going on.
Well, they say getting drunk
It's
is like getting
sometimes
possessed,
he's
bro.
sane, sometimes not.
Yeah, sometimes
Like,
he's
wow,
like
shit,
he's like
man.
in between. So yeah, so that was like my worst.
Oh, that's
incident.
quite interesting, man.
I mean, I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Like drunk driving, it's bad. Don't do it. We're not condoning it. We're just sharing like experiences we had that we thankfully nobody died. Thankfully nobody got hurt, which is good. But it's just like
mostly helping each other out. Yeah.
So I think it's very important for you guys to help your friends when they're drunk.
Yeah.
Don't let them be alone.
Yeah, just be more rational about things lah.
Yeah, but if they get out of hand, just walk away lah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if your friend is pissed drunk, blackout drunk, just let them sleep somewhere lah. Nowadays, you can get a cheap fucking motel for like $40.
And your friend might actually get famous
Tahu
like the
aja.
Zook guy.
No, it is cheap one. It's low budget stuff.
I don't even know the price, man. I thought it's like
that's
at least
a-
99.
If a hotel is $100, a motel will
usually
be like
$100, right?
half of it.
But you can say 40 or
you go to like go to bed and breakfast lah.
Got hourly one ma.
So love hotel, bro. Love hotel. I don't know.
Oh,
See,
how you know? No. But like there's a lot of options.
All
lah.
jokes. A
lot of options. You got
All
Grab,
jokes,
you
yeah.
got hotels, you got Airbnb, whatever the hell it is lah. Just
Yeah, I mean, if worst kind of worst, just stay at the club.
Yeah, man.
Just sleep in the club, If worst
Just
kind
sleep
of
in your car lah.
worst. No, if you don't have a
Oh,
car.
but actually it's quite
okay.
dangerous lah.
My trick is go toilet and sleep.
Go toilet and sleep.
Yeah. No, sometimes.
Pull the stand down, everything.
Yeah, then you sit down.
If you are like still in the state of a bit of consciousness, go and host the place first, put down the seat, sit down, and then sleep. A half an hour nap when you are like semi-drunk really helps one. So then after that you feel really fine. Then go and sober up, drink some water. You'll be alright.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
nobody,
just stay in
nobody knocks on the door one.
Yes,
No,
yes.
yeah, got.
Let them
They will knock.
As long as safe, it's okay. What?
Yeah. So, but last time I went to an event and it was a Johnny Walker event, and it was really bad lah. So like, we were playing in a band. I was playing in a band that time, and we got invited. 5 of us, all 5 were drunk because it was free flow Johnny Walker.
wow.
The bottle, they just put the bottle, and then once you finish the bottle, they replace another bottle, and then it's another bottle.
Oh, I need to go to this kind of events, man.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to,
No,
bro.
he been to one of these kind of event already. He been to
Need
one
more,
of it.
need more.
Then end up it's like they had all these like portable toilets because it's an event, so it's portable toilets. And then I ended up in one of them because I don't want to like pass out in public.
You don't want people to see you, right?
Yeah, it's quite embarrassing. So you go to the toilet and then you this like I can't
spray
remember
lah.
what it's
Yeah.
I don't know. It's those plastic portable toilet one.
Like good vibes
Like
like that.
during-
Like good vibes are yeah, like good vibes like that.
Like people
Toy
wipe
toy,
their
they call it toy
backside on
toy.
the wall one, ah.
Toy. They call it a toy toy.
Oh.
That's
all
what.
the skid mark on the wall.
Yeah. So I
Oh my God.
I sat in there and I was sleeping and I could just hear people banging lah because there's not enough toilets.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what you doing? Wait. Then got one guy damn pissed. I think he cannot tahan, and then he just pull open, and then he saw me sleeping there. Then I woke up. Then he looked at me. Then you drunk. And then that was like, yeah, can I go back to sleep? Then he closed the door. Then I think he just peed at the tree next door. Yeah, but
Okay lah, pee still can lah. But if you need to take a shit,
Yeah.
damn sad, man.
but so if you like really drunk and you cannot go, you don't have a car, go and sleep in toilet first lah.
Yeah, in any like the bar or something. Or nowadays, like if you go like there's a Family Mart nearby or 7-Eleven, you can actually just sit. Now they have like an area to sit because they sell food. They just heat up for you and then you can eat there So you can just sleep there. At least you're safe lah.
Yeah.
But I
at
find
least
that food helps a lot lah. Like
Oh,
having
yes,
having
sure.
like a roti canai or two.
It absorbs.
Yeah,
It
the
absorbs.
thing, right?
Milk
Before dairy is good. Dairy is
Dairy.
good.
Okay, so like a few things you all should know. If let's say you know you are going to an event and you are representing, for example, it's a business event and you're going there on business and you know there's a lot of drinking involved because the client likes to drink, go and eat a lot of cheese.
Butter also. Dairy lah. Dairy.
Cheese.
Dairy.
Cheese and butter and dairy helps so that when you drink the alcohol, it sort of like
mellow.
doesn't really
React like that one.
Yeah,
mix.
eating bread also apparently helps. All these dairy products.
Yeah.
Or yeast stuff lah. Like,
But
Not really though.
getting drunk is not good for your health.
Yeah.
Yes.
That we're not condoning you to be drunk.
You feel like shit the next day.
So
but
don't.
It's a story to tell lah.
Don't. All right. This podcast is not to say that drinking is good.
No,
Yeah.
this
It's-
podcast
is
is to-
not good.
We're trying to like figure out the
Solution for you guys.
No solution like it's more like breaking it down, see the bigger picture, why do people do certain things. You know?
Yeah.
So don't learn anything. Don't
Yeah.
do whatever they have done.
Yeah.
You don't need that. We already have told you the story, so you don't repeat that. So you guys stay safe. Don't
Don't gas people like
don't
Ben
guess
says.
people. Yeah, don't guess people.
Yeah.
So like essentially, party safe. Now you can't party lah, unfortunately. If anything, do house parties lah. It's much safer, man. People can just pass out and sleep at home, right? So,
Yeah, that's true. Airbnbs, you
Yeah.
know. But don't trash it lah.
Don't trash
you
it lah,
know.
yeah, don't trash
Damn
it lah.
kesian weh.
Yeah, but as he said, our country, our laws for this kind of thing is very, very lenient lah. So, do you guys want the law to be like Singapore, where we end up feeling like crossing the road, jaywalking is such a is a crime? Do you want it like I don't want it like that lah? To be honest, when I went to Singapore, I just know I cannot live there for more than a month. It's too strict for
oh
me.
my
really.
god, Singapore is crazy.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, I like
Singapore is crazy.
Singapore.
I like to hang out there, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, it's very busy.
smoke
It's very
cigarette,
busy.
you also have to find a box way. If like Malaysia takes everything away from us, right, and adapt to what Singapore does, bro. It's gonna be a pretty shit country. Or maybe not shit lah.
Not shit lah.
It's not gonna be as great.
You indirectly saying Singapore shit country.
I never say. Sure.
No lah, but then because even I see also some of them, they just like they smoke outside the window, and then like if it falls off like from the building, also they put CCTV on the other side of the building, man, to catch you. So like that one, and then I read one also. Got one guy kena. Like,
The hell?
Really?
That's a lot of time, man.
Okay, so like shout out to Stratosphere. Stratosphere is basically like Messes, but Singapore version. So like Hana and Haikal. So actually, if I'm not mistaken, Haikal was the one who told me this story. So it says like so you know there are a lot of high rise, right? All those condominiums, right? So a lot of people smoke from their balcony and then they throw it out. So what happens is, if let's say the authorities see that there is rubbish or cigarette butts at that condo, and it's facing, let's say it's facing this side, right? So what they're going to do is they will go to the opposite side condominium, and then they will find a random, let's say 5th floor, 10th floor, someone and say, hey, can I put this camera here and rent your window? I will pay you amount of money to put this camera here for a month or a week or 2 weeks. And then they'll get their footage and they'll see which unit throw the rubbish out, and then they find you.
God damn.
There's some next level policing going on,
Some
man.
dedication.
I mean,
right there,
it's
man.
really like your privacy is gone lah. So let's all take all these things that happen as a lesson. We learn from it. We don't do it. I mean, bro, it's literally like back to back. Don't know how many cases of drunk driving incidents already.
Recently, in it,
Yeah, and it's recently in it.
No, I think
CMCO, man.
Yeah,
Like, that makes
CMCO,
sense,
please stay at home and
drive to your
drink
friend's
lah.
house to drink. I guess there's some backdoor bars, I don't know lah. But essentially, people have done it already. Let's not do it anymore.
Yeah,
Let's
prevent it as
just
much
prevent
as
it
we
lah.
can
I mean, sure, if you think you are like the kind of guy that I'm drunk, also I can drive. Don't be that guy lah.
Don't let your ego get the best of you.
You might have been successful 10 times, but it just take one time for you to fuck up and lose your life lah, bro. So or potentially hurting someone else as well.
Yep.
So man, in conclusion, we all agree that drunk driving is bad.
It's bad. Aye. Here.
Hey.
Okay, and that concludes the podcast.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway, Bryan Batakchin, Benjamin Teo, Isaac from the Threads, Julian from Economics, Namyim, this is Cool Story Bro. Thanks for listening. Let us know, man. Every now and then I'll get them here. We'll talk about issues for your missus. Yes, thank you.
Okay, see you. Ciao.
我想出去買雞飯。